ladies, I hope you're doing good today. I've been trying to cram a lot of stuff in my day today because yesterday was rainy all day. So no matter how much I fought sleep, I still ended up taking multiple naps, especially because the barometer was not too bad, so I wasn't hurting much, so you can imagine. So today, unfortunately, the barometer is a little low. So hi Mona, I hope you're doing well. So we did last time we did some I think last time it was, wasn't it? Let me see. Yeah, we did some stencils, and now we are going to take it up another notch. Hi Wanda. And do some more glitzy stuff. I hope you can see everything well, and I'm trying not to get too many shadows here, but as I need materials at hand, it's kind of hard. And there we go. So let's hope this is going to do better. So once again, I'm going to use that set of stencils just because it is so easy to use, and as I said before, it is very cheap for what it brings. Obviously, it's a very cheap set, and it's a very good quality. That's the most important thing. I mean, I've had them for like close to 3 years now, I think, and none of them got in any way messed up. So let's see them once again. You can find them in my Amazon influencer store. It is hold on. It is this one, the Boao, and it's a 30 piece, 30 stencils. They are for cookie and cakes, but we can easily use them on polymer clay, obviously, for just under $8. So they are really, really good priced. So let's get to what we were getting to. I also found and recently added this. They are supposed to be 60 pieces, and they are 3 by 3, but as you can see, they are smaller, so you can do very size oriented stencil painting, so to speak. So let's get back to our thing, and let me get back here. Hi Corinne. I am so sorry that you didn't feel good. I hope everything is back to normal, or as close to the normal as it can be. So I'm going to grab some black, and remember that I've shown you the blackout that you can find on Polyclay Play. And please don't forget to use my affiliate link. So you can use this type of stuff on a lot, and I don't know about you, but I have tons of scrap clay. So you can use your scrap clay a lot on this, doing all this kind of stuff, and it is gorgeous. So I'm going to grab one of them and put them here on one of my baking mirrors, and make sure that it is nice and flat and all that. And then I'm going to choose something from here. As you can see, there are lots and lots of beautiful things. So let's do first something that would allow us to do a little bit of play with colors and stuff. And I'm not sure if I should go geometric or if I should go more regular stuff. As you can see, you can use it. There are also things that work great on bracelets, only that you will have to seal them with, let's use this flower thing. You will have to seal them with varnish, because obviously it won't be. You can find them also on my Amazon page, influencer store, on baking blanks. Hold on. So if you go to baking blanks, there they are. There are actually several. They are 3x3 and 4x4. I think that mine are 3x3, and you get, and I have a ton of them, 10 pieces for $12. And the other ones, the 3x3, you get only 3, but they are beveled. So, and the other thing that I love to work on are these. I put them here just for you to have a reference, because they only sell them by foot. But you can find this for $1.97 at any Lowe's or Home Depot. So don't get them from the influencer store, because you would get way too many. But these are the ones that you've seen me using all the time. Okay, let's get back to our thing. Hi, Sharon. I hope everything is good with you. And by the way, I was a little bit unsure if we were going to have today. And I am sorry, but this is how it's going to be all the way till the second part of June. It seems that this year we have a pretty bad tornado season, unfortunately. Tomorrow we are supposed to go again in moderate risk, which is, I don't even want to talk about it. And I'm going to use again one of my little finger thingies. So as this is like this, I'm going to use the yellow first, and we will use the other colors in other things, but I want to show you some powders as well. And these baking mirrors are especially awesome when it comes to resin, especially if you put it on translucent clay, because obviously they reflect, right? So I'm going with dry. Where's my camera? Where did my camera go? I'm going with dry, and I'm going to do the middle. So just pat. Just pat. That's all that you need to do. Now I'm going to wash it. and dry it out. It still has a little bit of color on it, but it's not going to do anything. Hi, Carlene. And now I'm going to use, so this was the yellow flash. This is the, okay, I need my eyes. This is the raspberry flash. And then I'm going to also use the pink flash. So let me shake them. And one of the things that is horrible with this weather, I mean, besides the threat of tornadoes, we've had so much rain, and it's a pretty, it's not too hot and it's not too cold, so everything is growing like crazy. Yeah, I'm going to come back on the yellow and reinforce it. So once again, I wash it and I dry it as much as possible, and then we're gonna go for the flash, for the pink flash. And once again, the pink flash has tones of blue, so I'm going to gently go over and clean it again. And then I'm going to slightly do a little bit more yellow, but very dry. I'm going to go in very, very dry. And I'm going to use my little, and always drying it out, to kind of do a little bit of blend. And there we go. And again, clean as much as possible. And now very gently lift it off. And look at this beauty. I need to clean. And clean your stencil right away, because you don't want, I'm just using alcohol, because you don't want anything to get dry there. So I got this, and I definitely need another paper towel. This is something I go through like crazy. And one thing I didn't bring cutters. So let me bring some cutters. So this looks like a hi Elaine. I am sorry that your phone is giving you fits. So I'm going to actually use a heart. Because see these things here, they look very much like the top of the heart. And I'm going to gently scrape. There's a little bit that's left here, so I can reuse the black. But there you go. And I'm going to resin all this, but let me first get this. So let's resin this. So while it's getting cured, we can work on another one. Oh, come on, you guys, get out of here. They either want to come out in twos, which makes it hard to get it, or they don't want to come out. All right, so let's do this real quick. And once again, yes, you can bake Chinese UV resin. It is absolutely no problem. It will not yellow. It will not anything. On the contrary, I recommend you do this because your raw clay is stuck to the mirror. So the edges will not lift like it happens many times because the UV resin is a self-doming. So as it cures, it will pull on the edges. And this is why always come back to the edges and make sure that you're all the way to the edge. One of these days I'll put up something to show you how to finish these the easiest and most professional way, so you don't have to always worry about backings and bezels and all that. Okay, so let's get this in the lamp and grab another one. So hi Lianka, hi Colleen. All right, so let's grab another one, and I'm always going because on the thicker setting my machine is one of those that leaves the gear lines, so I'm always doing this so I don't have to worry. Yes, it's a Makins, and it does that only on the thicker setting, that if you have a Makins, you know is thicker than on any other machine. Now let's grab a geometric thing, and let's do a geometric pattern, as I know that I had one I had my eyes on. Just a second. Right here. There are so many, it's just unbelievable. Sometimes it's hard to decide what you want. This is another one that works on bracelets. All right. On this, let's do this one. This is from Chalk Pastel, the little coloring that you see here. So if I want to do this, and I wanted to get several of these, so kind of go like this. Yeah, this would be good. And once again, make sure that your stencil, you rub, pressing a little bit to make sure that your stencil is well in the clay and it wouldn't start moving around. All right, so this time we are going to go kind of sort of backwards. So I'm going to start with the pink flash. Going to practically not use a lot of blending, but use 3 colors. And again, I get this, but I want it drier, so I'm going to go here like this and clean. Then I will be using the blue flash. That is actually blue and purple. With some tones of green in it. And again, don't have a blob. Make sure you don't have a blob there. And I think I am going to do a little bit of blending, actually. Just to play a little. And then I'm going to use the aqua flash. Sometimes they get very tough to open, even if I make sure that I don't have stuff on the edges. It still somehow gets on the edges. So we're gonna do the aqua flash. And I'm going to grab some of the blue flash and go a little bit here. And I'm going to get some of the pink flash. See, the blue and the pink are very similar, so I'm not going to put them too much together. So I'm going to use the pink flash here and more of the blue flash here. And now close this and clean the whole thing up. And clean my little sponge and dry it well. And we are going to do the little blending thing, exactly where the colors are touching. And there we go. Then gently lift and clean the stencil. It's not very difficult, and it gets cleaned really easy. Just make sure that you turn it on the other side and clean it on the other side as well. Okay. And now we are going to cut something that would grab everything. I want to grab all the gradients. And then we are going to play with powders, but of course I need, and I dropped a piece. Of course I need first to resin it. And there we go. Once again, make sure that you go all the way to the edge. The power of the color shift. This is one of the acrylics that I absolutely adore. You can do so many beautiful effects with it. It's gorgeous. Okay, let's put this one together. I should have waited a little bit more for it to dry, but you still can get the idea. All right. Now let's grab another one and start working with powders. Ooh. You might have a virus. You might have a virus, Kalyana. Because usually Google would not let those pass. What antivirus do you have? Hi, Francis. No worries. Kind of like all the south is rainy too. Oops. That's what I was saying, that my my front lawn started smelling like swamp. All right, and for this one I'm going to use this cutter, and I think I've shown you before. Let's get back on the Amazon Influencer Store to show you where you can get these. So in the mica powders, I think it is, there's all kinds of pretty things. I think this one is, let me turn it upside down. I think this is the Wenida. I think. And let's go on it to see. These are actually powders for gel polish, but they do work awesome. Even, yeah, this is the one. And then I have another one that I'm going to test with you without even baking or anything. It's a Lumiere set. And I'm going to give you my honest opinion on the Lumieres. They are pretty, but they are expensive. I can get stuff, that's why I don't think I even have them here. Because see how here, so we have the Northern Lights. Let me take them out so we can look at them. There are other brands that give you more for your buck. So this is Northern Lights. As you can see, it is a, let me grab my camera to make sure that I show you properly. It's got the faint green and pinkish violet thing. The blue Baja, that's like a brownish with, this is, just a second. I think I grabbed it. Oops. I grabbed the right one. This is the Mink. No, this is Super Copper. Hold on. There's a color named Mink in the Pearlex. Sorry, I had a whole drawer to go through. Yeah, this is the Mink. And you get, mine is almost empty, but you know how much you get in a Pearlex. And it is the exact same thing. It's a brownish, bronzish with green effects. But you can get this only in a set, and it's, the Pearlex is about half the price of the other one. Then we have this one, Jet Age, which is a poor attempt to the Russet Red, the one of the bicolors of Pearlex. And the Pink Marble, no, Pink Martini. Why is it called Pink Martini? I have no idea. It has absolutely no pink in it. It's just a washed off lime color. The Raspberry Punch is arguably redder than the copper in Pearlex. And Tequila Sunrise, it's more of a more orangish copper. So I am very sorry, but I know a lot of people are very enthusiastic about the Lumieres. I'm not. And I don't see the reason why I would pay so much to get something that I can get in other places for half the price or less, right? Yeah, try Malwarebytes, it has a free version that can catch much better the stuff than the Microsoft Guard. Don't get me wrong, Microsoft Guard is good, but normally Google would not allow those things to show up at all, and if they showed up, something is wrong. Okay, so we are going to use these, and I said I was going to use this, so let me find something that would work good with it. So this is a possibility. Let's see what else would work good with that. And not only that, but if you want to make like bowls and stuff, you have bigger designs also in this thing. And there's also a leopard pattern. Let's see, this one. No, I'm gonna use a flower. I am going to use a flower, and my best bet is to use, I'm going to use kind of like this. I think it would look good. So I'm going to place this here. Once again, use my roller to make sure it is nicely set. And grab another one of my things. I do rewash them, but anyway, they are not very expensive. I got them from Polyclay Play. So what am I going to use? I'm going to use some red, and some gold, and some holographic. So I'm going to place first the lighter. Just a second, let me grab another paper towel. Oh, you calmed down finally? At the beginning of this, Finnegan had the zoomies. And I was getting a little worried even, because he was so blinded by his zoomies that he actually kind of went face first in a wall in the hall. But what do you want? They can get nuts. All right. And once again, as a tip, whenever you use this kind of powders, do not dip in the bottle. You can gently shake it like this, do this, and then use only what's left in the lid. So I'm going to place some here. And a pinch here. Close. I might need smaller areas, and I'm going to use for that the one of these that comes with the. Oh, come on, get out. Get out. Just to be more accurate if you want. So let's grab the red. So you have to go down. I don't have green, do I? No, just blue. Oh, I was hoping for green. I have purplish and pink. Let's do a pink on this one. No, that's my problem. I don't close them properly. Okay, and let's do a pink. Let's again clean this. I actually have t-shirt and pants when I start working with this kind of stuff, and I just wipe it on my shirt. Alrighty. And another thing I'm going to do is what colors should I do? This is another pink. And I'm going to use it on the leaf here. I'm always scared that I'm gonna drop something when I work with this. It is, I told you can find it on my Amazon influencer store in the mica powders, and it's called Wenida. Let me get it back on screen. So it's in the mica powders. It's the second one. Of course, you can get the one with more colors, but this is the one that I have, the second one. It's actually nail powder for nail art. So this is practically how it looks like. Alrighty, so let's get back here. And let me clean this, and now I'm going to apply the holographic one with this, because I just want this thing in the middle here and a little bit of underline. And I actually have another holographic that I bought separately that I think it's a little bit better than this holographic, but as I'm just showing this specific set, I'm going to use the one in this set. I'll show it to you in the Amazon influencer store here in a minute. So I only placed some here, and then I'm going to do a little bit of ombre here. Let me see, I lost my camera again. Make sure that you see what I'm doing. I'm just giving it oops, that was too much. And a bit here. Kind of try to respect the, like if there would be rays of light or something. Alright, this should be it. And the next thing that I'm going to do is grab a piece of wax paper, place it with the waxed part down here, You might need 2 pieces of wax paper, but this is just to grab all the extra so that when you lift it, it doesn't start flying all over the place. Because see, there's quite a bit coming out. Or this was from something else, that's possible. And then I'm going to blow it. Then very delicately we lift, trying not to disturb it too much so it wouldn't snap and start throwing the powder all over the place. And there we go. Hello, Wildcat. And let me grab another piece of wax paper. That is not a good wax paper. I need to cut a new one. And this time I'm going to go with the non-waxed part on the clay. So wax up, non-waxed on the clay. And there we go. And let's place our thing the way I said I wanted to place it, so that I would get several of these. And drop some holographic here. And cut it out, and then obviously resin it up. Hey, keep dropping stuff. I think the barometer is dropping again, and I am getting in pain. Let me see. It was 93. No, it's still 90. Oh, but it's 93 from half an hour ago. So it's probably starting to drop. Alrighty. So let's give it some nice resin. And why do you want to take all those precautions of making sure that the powder is well stuck to the clay? Obviously, because if you don't, whenever you start spreading the resin, it's going to start pulling on the powder and bringing it from one place to the other. And what I like about this specific set of powders is that, to be very honest, to me it doesn't look like mica powder. It looks more like mini glitter. And you'll see once it's once the resin is cured, and I can show you a close-up. While this is getting done, we can look at the other two. Alrighty. Now I can show you close-ups. Let me change the focus. Alrighty. So yeah, pardon the mirror is messed up because the clay was on it, but you can see how pretty it looks. As I said, these actually, let me go back here, but get a little bit less light so you can see better, so I don't get all these reflexes. And with the blue, and of course you can use regular colors if you want, but I especially like the color shifts for all these pretty effects you can get with them. And as they move, the colors shift, because that's why it's called a color shift. And let's wait a few more seconds for the other one. Excuse me. Time, let me put my things back here. But you will, I can assure you, you will absolutely love the powders. I'm not sure if I ever showed them in a public live. I think I've only shown them to my sponsors in one of the sponsors live. And my poor sponsors have been having all kinds of issues because Saturdays seem to be a preferred time for... Okay, so... Alright, so you can see what I was talking about being more of a glitter, miniature glitter than an actual mica powder. And see how pretty and gorgeous it is. And that little trick with the holographic powder on just a little side of the petals, you can see how it gives it extra depth. It's kind of like painting with fingernail powders. You can do this with mica powder as well. That is not a problem. But once again, I wanted to show you these specific ones because... What are you doing? He found something to munch on. Yeah, it has a beautiful, beautiful texture. You can see, let me do more like daylight, just a second. So this is more like daylight light. And you can see it's all preciously beautiful. So 3 different styles, 2 different types of media, and I for sure hope that you will try them because they are all so pretty. And try to refocus properly. There we go. It's well focused, I think. Anyway, I can take some photos outdoors because that will show you much better the... As I said before, my the lights I have to work a lot when I make video. I have to work a lot when it comes to showing the proper coloring, because it has the tendency to be a little bit too bright. I got them because it helps when I show very, very tiny things. No, this is not. When I show very, very tiny things and how to make them. But it's not very good when I try to do a finished result. But anyway, you can figure out. Yeah, it's my favorite too. but nevertheless I do still like the color shifts. They come up great. So I hope you'll try them, and I hope to see you all next Sunday. Tomorrow, as I said, we have again a horrible day in the forecast. I mean, and I am like here, right under the sea, close to the, no, not under the sea, under the O. They position the Oklahoma City name differently. Normally I'm under the sea, but I am right here at this little knot here. So yeah, I am in the area, in the bullseye. So I hope to see you all next Sunday, and have fun trying this. Okay? Have a wonderful what's left of Sunday. Thank you. And anybody else who's caught in these, please try to stay safe. I mean, we do what we can, more than we can do. That's all we can do. Just okay, I am going to rest before the bed starts. I still have a few things to do around the house, and then I'm going to try and rest, because definitely I am not going to sleep tomorrow night. And I don't know when exactly it's going to happen, because I understand that tonight we're gonna have some bad stuff too. But anyway, see you all next Sunday, hopefully. Thank you. I love you all. Bye.